Hello and welcome back to Common Sense for Relationships. Yay! Did you miss me? Did you miss us? I think I can say that I missed spending time with all of you on this platform, and we're so glad to be back on this show. Yes. So, as usual, I'm here with my darling husband, Kingsley Bature. And as our custom is, we will be looking for which issue to address, which table to shake or to break, right?
No, me, I have become very born again. You know, when you go on vacation and come back, you have to be a new creature. Old things are passed away. Right now, I am born again, and I don't shake tables.
What do you do with them now?
I remove the table. So I don't shake them again. I just remove it. So we if the table that is there is not good, we get a new table. If we now decide that there's no need for table, we just remove the table completely.
All right.
Bottom line, I'm born again.
All right.
Yes, I'm a new creature. Yes.
Fantastic.
Yes.
And it's great to be in your space. Every one of you that has joined us this evening or whatever time it is where you are, because we have people joining us from all over. Debbie, thank you so much as usual for being here, like right on time. And I see you left a message for us. Do you want to?
Oh, Debbie says, "Good evening, Daddy and Mommy. Miss you both. I need this just to cheer me up after knowing my grandmother passed away yesterday." Debbie, we just want to pray and ask that God will comfort you where you are, and that you will feel the comfort of God.
Yeah.
And we know that He's the one that knows how to meet us all at the point of our need, and the specific comfort that you need. We pray that God will provide it to you at such a time as this.
Yes. Our heart goes out to you, Debbie.
Yeah.
And I can see your additional comment also on the glasses and braids.
I know that's what happens when you're born.
Oh my goodness.
When you're revamping and keeping it fresh and alive and all of that. Yeah.
Yes.
Cool.
Okay, so it's going to be a wonderful show today.
But you don't want to give them some gist of what you did during your vacation?
During my vacation, I rested, and then I rested, and I rested some more. Yes, and sometimes when you are trying to rest, that's when your body now says, "Oh, it's as if there's time to rest. Oh yeah, let's now be sick." So yes, that came through as well, and we recovered and continued rest. And of course, yes, we went to nice places, had fun with the family, met up with friends, cousins,
long-time friends. We converged and
diverged.
and diverged.
So it was fun, but like they say, when you go and play, you still have to come back and face your real life.
Your real life. We did a lot of fake life. And for those people that are following me on Instagram, yes, let me announce myself. If you are following me on Instagram, is the handle is @KGB. So if you are following me on Instagram, I will pepper you a bit more because I didn't post a lot of pictures when I was on vacation. So now that I'm back, I will pepper you some more. So if you want to be peppered, go to my Instagram page @KGB, KAYGEEBI. Yes, that's my handle on Instagram. And while we're on the topic of being on Instagram, you know that as a licensed family life practitioner, as I come back like this, I came with some people in my mind. And as you're looking at me like this, I'm facing your destiny. If you follow me, it is too late for your destiny to go bypass. It will go straight. Because I have some things that I will be saying to you on a weekly basis that will align your destiny in the right path. So if you don't want your destiny to go well, please don't follow me.
Let me ask a question. Is it because you know that you are kind of looking fine today? That's why you're just, that I feel like there's a little extra Shakara in this your
In me, in the way I'm presenting. Okay, let me even turn it up. Yes. So what I'm saying, guys, is that I came in a new element. After this guy came and revamped himself, he said, I came in the spirit and the power of Elijah. I didn't just come in the spirit. I came in a new element, and in this new element of mine, I have a very serious vengeance against mediocrity. If you are thinking too small, don't follow me.
Oh my
Don't follow me.
goodness.
But if you think that you want your life to change, follow at KGB. In fact, I am even going on YouTube.
Wow.
From Instagram, I'm moving to YouTube.
And then from there, will you pass through the
LinkedIn.
streets of TikTok?
TikTok. They have to help me in TikTok. I don't know how. I have some people here. Maybe they will help me in TikTok.
Anyway.
Yeah.
Okay, so
So
yes.
while we're on the matter, please share.
So
We are back. Tell them, because we have been away. Tell them we are back.
Like,
We are back. Those guys
subscribe.
that make sense out of nonsense. we craft sense. With all the nonsense that is happening around us, we are still spewing out, dripping, hot, liquefied sense. Sense that can take your senselessness and give it sense. And bring you from a state of senselessness into a place of sensibility. Oh my goodness.
Oh my goodness. It's okay.
I should calm down,
As well.
All right, let me just. That's why I'm drinking calming tea, so that I will calm down.
Oh my goodness. Okay, all right. So my friend says 60s. Da Benny. Hey. Let's see.
Benny
says good evening.
Good evening.
Good evening. It's good to see you. It's good to see everybody.
Martin's Mr. Pride. Hey, it's my pride. leave my pride. Go and collect your own pride. Go and get your own pride by yourself.
That's now Mr. Pablo Fernandez.
Yes. Actually, it was Orlando Fernandez, and that was why I now had to go to Orlando. Yes. Follow me on KGB. That's where we make all the noise. Okay, follow me on Instagram. We'll talk
so I guess
that.
That was a very prophetic.
It was a prophetic drama that I did.
Acted.
After doing Orlando Fernandez, I found myself in Orlando, Florida. But let's focus. Let's focus on our focus.
It is well.
It's okay. So please share the link on Instagram, on Facebook, on different platforms where we are.
If you have not yet subscribed, please
subscribe.
Yes, and when you are on this show, you hear something really fantastic, please please give us a thumbs up.
Give us a thumbs up.
Let's feel the love. Let's get some feedback from you.
We noticed that some people like to comment on the live show, but they don't leave the comments after. They now bring the comments to the WhatsApp and they are giving us comments. What we want, guys, is that we want engagement on the show, on the link that makes sense to you. Engage that link, right? So the comments, instead of coming to give me the comments in my WhatsApp, put the comments on the comment section after the show. And in fact, in my mind, because I just came back from my vacation, there's a spirit of giveaway. I will call it, because we are discussing fueling cohabiting crisis.
Yes.
So I will call it fuel subsidy giveaway.
Okay.
But that giveaway is going to come to people that go in the comment section. I will tell you what to do at the end of the show to get that giveaway. But it must come from comments and your engagement on the show. So let's go there.
Interesting.
I'm in a very good mood today.
I can see.
You
have extra ginger, extra.
There's something in this tea. What did you put inside?
Your own. Okay, all right. So our topic for today.
Fueling the cohabiting crisis.
Yes.
AKA Shackup.
You've come back now.
Do they not know? Did they not know what Shackup is? Ask them. You think all of these your people, even the people that are in church, they know Shackup? Ask them. Okay, in the comment section, please. My first giveaway will go. Who can tell me the meaning of Shackup? Shackup. Write it in the comment. I will choose the best answer that describes Shackup in the
But
comment
I'm
section.
sure somebody will say, "Oh, but that's not what cohabitation is about." You know,
Yes.
it's about getting to know each other better, and so on and so forth. You know, we're not necessarily being sexually intimate. Why are you looking at me like that?
It's okay.
Are you saying it's inevitable?
That what?
Can two people not cohabit? You know, two people who are in love and so on, can they not cohabit
Without something shacking them? The love itself is not a shack. I don't understand. I don't. You see the problem with many people and men. Let me give you this advice for free. Don't try yourself. Don't try. You are a strong man. Be strong for yourself. When shack catches you, see. In fact, there's one place that says that love is as strong as death. And you know that if death shack you, it's only the blood of Jesus and the grace of God that can deliver you from the hands of death when it shack you. And they say love is as strong as death. Just imagine that love is shacking you. And then two of you now say, I'm a strong man. I will come, we will stay in the same house. And nothing will happen. Because you can pray. Or you're a firebrand. Or you have anointing. I don't understand what you're telling me.
It's very risky.
All the quite risky.
It's very dangerous.
It's all the quite risky.
Okay. All right. So I think we should talk about what cohabitation is, right?
Carry go.
And then we'll take it from there. Okay. So I'll like, I love to do this part, which is just definitions. Okay. So this is the definition, one of the definitions I found for cohabitation. Okay. It says cohabitation refers to the situation where two people live together in the same residence, typically in an intimate relationship without being married. So emphasis on without being married. Okay.
One.
So if they're married, you won't call it cohabitation.
Okay.
But if they're not married and they're living together as if they were married, right? And they are in a relationship and it's typically an intimate one, then you know that that is cohabitation. Okay. Now it can also refer to roommates. So this is what for the and why these definitions are important. It helps us to set the context, right? It can also refer to roommates or people who share a living space without a romantic or sexual relationship. Okay, so this is my friend and my other friend. They live in Lagos, they work in the same office or something, or they met somewhere and both of them need to need accommodation that is cheaper, and they decided, hey, let's combine our resources and then get a house. So we're roommates or flatmates or something, right? They are not in a relationship. So the intimacy and stuff like that is out of the picture. So that's still cohabitation, but not what we are talking about on this show. What we're talking about on this show, because we're talking about relationships, we're talking about the first definition, where people are in a relationship and there's intimacy, there is sexual intimacy, and they are living together as if they were married, but they are not married.
Okay.
Yes, that's the context. That's what we're talking about today.
Okay.
Okay, so if you know somebody that is cohabiting, or you yourself are cohabiting, and you would like to just let everybody know, or just leave some solid points on why it's valuable or why it's good, or leave some regret lines on why it's not working or why it's not good, or whatever comments you want to share, please just go ahead, do that on the comments section, so that we can see and we can bring up anyone that everybody needs to hear, something that we need to share with everyone. We'll spotlight those and we'll talk about it. So yes, do we have any comments you want to go with?
Yeah, there are some comments.
Okay.
Queen Debbie says that the KB came back with fire. Yes. Simsong music. Good evening from Simsong. Simsong, glad to have you here. Glad to have you on the show. Where are you joining us from? If you can, let us know. Kingsley Bature, the community is back. Yes, we are back. Say Daddy, did you buy kuli for us, the children? Well, where I went, they don't do coolies. They don't do coolies. No, they do chocolate. So if you would like to have chocolate, please drop by the studio. if you come to my office, you will definitely have chocolates. Definitely. Yes. Queen Debbie says Shackup is moving in with the opposite sex. Okay. Kingsley Bature said the Shackup is simply defined as the to be continued. My brother, you're not ready. They say Shackup has to do with two people who are in a romantic relationship, living together, but not married. Exactly. Oh, Pastor Robert said, what's the topic? It's not on the screen. Oh, sorry. I would ask them to put it up right now. The flyer will come up and you would see it. But we are dealing with the topic cohabiting. What is fueling the cohabiting or cohabitation crisis? Because it's very rampant among young people who are not married yet. Yeah.
Yes. Okay. All right. So now that we have talked about that, this is I think I have a strategy in mind. See if this is fine with you.
Yes.
I found some reasons why people say it's a good thing to cohabit. Okay, and I want us to look at them one by one and just analyze it. Is that good enough reason to cohabit, and what are the gains and what are the losses if you choose to go that way? Are you cool with this strategy?
I'm fine.
All right. Okay, so I'll start with
you are the driver, I'm the passenger.
I'll start with the first one. Financial savings. And here, this is where people say, oh, we're sharing our living expenses, our rent, our utilities, and so on. Even groceries, because instead of having so much, having to buy so much food, and you have to maybe keep it for longer, it may get bad and stuff like that. We can share groceries, buy what we need, we share the cost. One gas cooker, we're sharing the cost. The gas we're buying, the gas is burning, cooking enough food for everybody. Stuff like that.
Okay, so financial reasons is the reasons why they are cohabiting.
Yes.
I bet you get any girl we get money when I feel cohabit together with girl and that girl.
So you're trying to say
so
this question you're asking is to ladies, right?
Yeah,
you're asking them, did you not find another lady
that you can
cohabit with without
without sexual relations, without the sexual relations.
Okay, yeah,
it's a question that asks because on this matter, I am on the other side of it is in a debating ceremony. There is those that have a few points that want to convince you and those that want to confuse you. So I am on either the confusion or convincing side. It depends on which side you are on. So my own is just to pick holes in the conversation. So if you say the reason we are cohabiting is for financial gains, my question is, can you not get those financial gains from somebody of the same sex that you are not into? Can you not get the financial gains without the sexual intimacy element happening?
Yeah.
Because if sexual intimacy has to be there, that's a whole different transaction. You are transacting.
Interesting. Anyway, so I have a few thoughts on this. And the first one, the first one that I would like to touch on is the fact that there's financial literacy, right? And there are many aspects of it, apart from the basics, the generic that you think, okay, financial literacy, I need to know about how to make money, how to save money, how to invest money, how to grow my wealth, and so on and so forth, right? If you now say, oh, for the sake of saving costs, I'm going to move in with somebody, and that gives you relief, and you don't do anything else, aren't you losing a lot from the whole opportunity that you had to increase your financial literacy, right? Because when you think of it, there's so much more than sharing costs in financial literacy. There's the part where you have to learn to plan.
Okay.
There's the part where you have to learn to budget.
Okay.
There's also the part where you have to learn opportunity costs.
Okay.
Right? You can't. You may not be able to get everything. So what's the most important, and where should I direct my resources? Right? And there's also the part where you're supposed to learn delayed gratification. I may not be able to get it now, but I may be able to get it later. And this is also an opportunity for you to learn patience, for you to learn to be resilient, for you to also learn to cut your coat according to your size. So if you now, because of, as you assume, okay, it is really finance that is driving you, you lose out on all these other things, because if you fix the issue by moving in with somebody and sharing costs in the, then you have lost the opportunity to learn all these other things, because there's no driver there. You've gotten the relief by sharing costs with somebody else. So think about it. Is it worth it? Isn't there a time to learn these things? Because you still have your entire future ahead of you. If you don't learn now, when will you learn?
So the question I will ask is, are they telling you that the reason why they don't have financial literacy is that they don't want to learn it? Or is it easier to just get the money from somebody else? I'm asking.
I don't
So let's move to the next point.
Yeah, and then I would like to add the motivation and the resolve. There's a way that you don't have something, and the reason you don't have it is because you don't have enough money, but you would really love to have it, and so you start to resolve within yourself, I will do what it takes to increase my earnings. I will work harder at my business. I will try to get a better job, and so on. And because of that, eventually you are better. It creates the environment for growth and so on. But if you've solved it by, I'm going to go and live with somebody or cohabit, after all we're already in love, so we'll just save ourselves the trouble and cohabit, then you lose the motivation, you lose the drive, and so on. And you lose the growth that would have come from you pushing yourself to do more, so you can sort yourself out without having to depend on somebody else.
That makes sense. That makes sense.
Okay, number two.
Before you go to number two, I want to look at the best. There's a question here. They've called my attention to a question here, but I want to look at the best definition of Shackup that I saw. It says, Shackup has to do with two people who are in a romantic relationship, living together but not married. Omoronze, please guys, take it down. Omoronze has that is closest in meaning to cohabitation. So for those online live now, yes, Omoronze has my first giveaway, fuel subsidy giveaway. The least 3K. Omoronze. You will meet the team, and then they will get your details. So after the show, just send after the show on the comment section, Omoronze, send your email address. The team will reach out to you and we will get your details.
Okay.
Yes, and that's my first giveaway.
Fantastic. Yes. And one final note on the finance thing. You know that if you don't learn now to be independent financially, you will still face this challenge even when you're married.
That's true.
Some people will remain in a relationship that is not healthy just because of the financial gains. And it's the same thing with some people who are in abusive marriages and cannot walk away because they need that roof over their head. They need the money to fund their lifestyle. And so they'll continue to bear under that burden or under that situation
of cohabitation.
No. I mean, even in marriage, it's an abusive marriage, but you won't walk away because I need money for this, I need money for that. Where will I go to?
All right, so that's the financial one.
Yes. So guys, you need to learn now.
But the question that I want to ask, let me find if you know somebody, there's a way they used to say it that when some people want to ask questions, they will say, it happened to my friend. So if your friend is cohabiting with someone, the question I want to ask is, if both of them are cohabiting, what is the need for marriage? Why do they need to move from What is there an advantage to be had in moving from cohabiting to marriage? What is, do you understand? That's the question I'm asking. So it's a jam question. Anybody that can give me a good answer has another giveaway. I'm in a very giving, because of the fuel crisis, it's a fuel subsidy giveaway. I'm in a giving away mood.
Okay.
Yes.
All
so
right.
Move to the next point. There's a question here that I want us to address, but I need you to take a few more of your points.
All right. So the next one, this is where some people have said that they need to try whether they are compatible. So this cohabiting is a compatibility test.
Wow.
It's a way to determine and to establish whether they are compatible. Okay, because they say it provides an opportunity for them to test, to see whether their habits are whether they understand each other's habits and routines and expectations, and they are fine with it. So cohabitation gives them the opportunity for that.
I want to clarify something here. Rehoboth, Pastor Rehoboth, he said, I'm really lost here. I'm looking for what will not fuel crisis in cohabiting. Are we looking at a balance in how cohabiting can be financially viable or how cohabiting can be beneficial? Oh, what we are looking at, the full title actually is what is fueling the cohabiting crisis, right? So we are looking at why young people are going into cohabitation or shackup as we know it. Why is that? Why is a lot of that happening even in the church? It's like it's happening. So we're looking at why is it happening, and we have had a few reasons that they have given, behind the scenes and on the streets as to why these are. This is what we are addressing, and then we are also looking at those reasons. Are they valid? Are they? Is there a better way? Do you understand? In which to address?
Are they hurting?
Are they hurting? Are they harming more than helping?
Should I say their overall perspective or their main aim and objective? Where exactly they want to get to? Are they making it worse for themselves by cohabiting rather than helping
themselves?
Yes. Okay. Yeah. So compatibility check.
Compatibility test. So they are using the cohabiting to check whether they can live together as a married couple, whether they are compatible. The question I will ask, I will put on my professional hat, right? To say, when you say I'm testing for compatibility with a partner, what are you looking for? What are you looking at? How are you performing this test? A test presupposes that there are some standards that are set, there are some metrics to be met, and you have put these metrics in a place, and you are evaluating on the basis of these metrics in which you intend to arrive at a conclusion. Abi? Okay, so the people that are cohabiting, what are the metrics that they are testing for compatibility? And from a professional point of view, if you are going to check for compatibility, a man and a woman comes into my office and say, oh, both of us want to get married. We want to check to see, we want to do a premarital consultation session.
You won't tell them to go and live together.
That I mean. Because as a professional, I know the things that I need to check for. And if you're checking for compatibility, you need at least to check on four platforms. You have to look at personality compatibility tests. How are you checking for that when both of you are living together? You need to look at emotional compatibility checks, right? So you look at the person's personality, you look at the emotional. You even need to look at what are the convictions,
values, beliefs.
Values, belief system. What are the convictions? What's the belief system for this that this person has? All of that we can check by applying metrics, by doing tests in my office, without both of you having to live together for 6 to 9 months
or
more to find out. And interestingly, you can live together for that long and still not find out.
Exactly.
Do you understand what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So you also have to check spiritual compatibility.
Yeah.
How you pray and how she prays.
And you don't necessarily need to be in the bedroom to know that. Interesting. So you can actually, the fact is that compatibility, yes, there are things to check for, and it is important to check, but there's no requirement. It is not a necessity to live together to be able to determine whether you guys are compatible.
As a matter of fact, living together erases the objectivity required
exactly
to see the metrics of this test.
I hear you. Yes, I hear you because once you
See,
introduce that thing called sex,
you just get married, you're clouded. There's a cloud that covers you.
some people just get blind because you can't see anything wrong again.
Even when there is something wrong that you should run away, because sex has been introduced, you'll be making excuses. It's just he just
It was just this time.
No, maybe it was something I did.
said,
Maybe it was something I said. I know. I think it's my fault. I really didn't take it easy with him. And no, I think he just had anger issues.
A very difficult day at
He had
work
a
today.
difficult day at work today. It's not really his fault, you know. And I didn't pick my time. I didn't pick the time. My timing was off. No, I didn't.
Yes, so we've said it so many times on this channel. We've said it so many times on this show that once you start getting into that sex zone, you are just introducing blindness to yourself, and you have removed your ability to be objective. So if really your end game is that you want to know who is a right partner for you, who will be a good life partner for you, you should be keeping that sex thing out of the way. And you know that with cohabitation, it is, like my husband said, practically impossible.
You are trying yourself.
You're trying yourself, right?
I like Darabeni's. She said, I pissed him off and I overreacted.
So we have one comment up there from Auntie Coxie on the wall.
Oh, okay. She says, cohabiting is see finish. Until you are married, you are not advised to stay together. You can learn whatever lesson you want to learn from outside.
Exactly.
Yeah, and Auntie Coxie, thank you very much. It's a plan and better yourself before living together. Because there's something I want to say, but I will say it when we come back.
Okay, all right.
After this short break, when we come back, and then there's a question there. We will take that question when we come back. All right. I want to take a minute to say Common Sense for Relationship is now fully hosted by our broadcasting partners, Broken Wall Media, and who host us. We are being hosted in a fully functional media hub that has different media sets and has facilities for music production, music rehearsal studio, live recording, live streaming, podcast, and photography. So the full it's a one-stop
shop
media hub. So please, I am advertising them. So if you have any of those needs, including all of you that know me, if I catch you taking picture, your birthday, your friend's birthday, your friend's sister's brother's uncle's father's wife, birthday and you didn't do it in Broken World Media, I'm coming for you.
All right. Okay. So, what do you want to do first? The question.
Okay. Let's take the question. Let's take the question. So, Darabeni World was asking. He said, "Is it advisable to live in the same shared apartment with your partner that you are not married to? Note: you both paid for the apartment, but you are in a relationship." Maybe you should take this one because my mouth may not be very good. Yes.
It's a very risky, very dangerous situation. So look, if you're a Christian, you know you should flee from every appearance of evil, and you should also flee fornication. Okay? No, wait, let me finish first now. Just calm down, bros.
No, I was going to say that place didn't even say you should flee from evil.
Appearance.
It's the appearance.
No, that's
So the appearance of the evil. So flee from the appearance of.
So that looks like an appearance.
So the Shackup looks like an appearance.
Not even the Shackup, but she's talking about we're not in the same house. I have my own apartment. The person has their own apartment, but it's the same apartment complex. Do you understand?
Baby, that's not what that apartment. You are speaking English. Let me paint this picture for you. We rent 2-bedroom apartment. I have room 1. He has room 2. We paid for it together. What's happening? What's happened? What's going to happen?
So, see, if you want to achieve something, then you count the costs, you pay the price, and you achieve it. If what you're looking for is a healthy marriage, if what you're looking for is a successful marriage, if what you're looking for is the right person to become your life partner, then please count the cost, pay the price to be able to complete your screening, your reviews, your checks, your all of those things for you to arrive at the right person to call your life partner. But if you're going to allow sentiments, emotional desires, and so on to allow you bring yourself to the position where you are getting into sex before marriage, it will cloud your decisions. It will cloud your view. You will not be able to be objective anymore about that decision. And in the end, you may settle down with somebody and then weeks into, months into the marriage, you're saying, this is not the person that I married. You are showing me a different side of you. Something. You start saying those things and making it look like the person is the problem. No, the person may not necessarily be the problem. The problem probably is that you did not pay attention or you couldn't see clearly because your view was clouded. So why not tell yourself, this is what I want to achieve. I am not going to allow anything stand in my way, and therefore I will stay away from anything that will hinder this whole process. It's just like somebody, imagine somebody, I have children, I need someone to take them to school, you know, school runs back and forth. Am I going to just say, okay, I just want this person, I need somebody, and then I just go, I see some random person, and the person, maybe we have a connect, or they say, oh, maybe this person did something really, really good for somebody, and the person came highly recommended, and you don't even do any check. You just carry your keys, hand over to the person, carry your children, put in the car, and tell the guy, oh yeah, take them to school. Which responsible parents would do that?
Well, maybe
because the car may be gone, the children may be gone. In fact, it's not even accident alone we're talking about. That guy might just say, oh, this guy has just handed me his car and his children, and you may never see them again. You know, but if we can be, when it comes to other things, it seems like people's head works well. But when it comes to love
and
relationships,
another
and
mumu
whatever,
is
it's people just throw off.
Remember that our friend, I used to say, when a man is in love, another mumu is born.
People just stop using the normal logic that has helped you to make good decisions in other aspects of life. When it comes to relationship, you start giving excuses and adding stories left, right, and center. Is what do you want? And in the end, what you get from how you lived and from how you decided, you will have to live with it. In the end, you will still face the consequence, you know, of whatever your decision was.
Jay's Empire said they are sharing parlor, kitchen, and some house is one bathroom. I mean,
Then one day somebody will decide not to lock the door when they're bathing.
no, they didn't decide. Is that
They forgot.
Is that we are coming out from the bathroom and
the towel just fell.
And the towel no, it didn't fall. The towel slipped. It slipped. Please,
oh my goodness. Okay. All right.
Let me say the thing I wanted to say the other time. I said, if we say this cohabiting is checking compatibility, so as a sharp guy that I am, this is me. As a sharp guy, this is what I would have done. As a sharp guy that I am, I will take one babe. I will check compatibility for like 6 months. Or 3 months, because 6 months is too long. I mean, what am I checking for 6 months? Is it an executive course? It's 3 months. Check compatibility, and then I'll come back.
Now say
we are not compatible.
It's not compatible. Yes.
Then I'll take the next.
You tell the person to go.
We are not. You can see that we are. You can see.
So ladies, if
now take the next sister. Check compatibility within a year.
You've checked. Like
I have checked four compatibilities.
Wow.
If they are not now compatible with my compatibility, we start again next year.
Wow, with another set
of checking.
Wow. So for those of you that are allowing people to, in the name of compatibility, turn you to their sex tool, to their pastime, whatever name you want to give it, in the name of compatibility. Because they've also said that there's some people that use engagement to enslave ladies or to enslave people.
They will just engage you and you'll be engaged for like 6 months, 9 months.
Because a number of people think, once we are engaged, then we are going to be married anyway, and they start sleeping with each other.
Chai.
And then, in fact, some people, have you noticed that some engagement scenes are in the hotel room? So they will decorate the hotel room, be my wife. Or marry me or something. They put roses and all those petals and stuff.
And when you say yes,
put music. When you say yes, the other guests now leave. And then 2 of you are together.
And then you not tell him what you said yes to.
And then the guy is saying, I paid for the room, so let's spend the night.
The room cannot waste.
We've just gotten engaged.
The room cannot waste.
And that's how it starts. I can imagine that there's some guy out there who is just busy decorating hotel room after hotel room. And just sleeping with all the ladies in the name of engage. It's value.
Anticote, he said, if you cohabit to test compatibility, how many people will you live with before you settle down? That's exactly my point. That's my point right there.
Especially in this day and age where people don't even know how to do initial screening before they allow people to come into their lives and say, we're going out.
We are going out.
Because before, you will actually sit down and test. What's this guy like from a distance?
If you want to check compatibility or you want to test initial screen, go and buy husband material workbook. There is promo now. It's 1,500. It's less than 1 liter. Okay, maybe 2. Maybe
less
2
than
liters.
2 liters, right?
Less than 2 liters. It's less than 2 liters. 2 liters cannot run your gen overnight, but that book can run your relationship life for life. And it can run you for a long time. 1.5. Go and buy it. It's online. It's just Google it. It's online, so that you can be checking without having to you use yourself and do see finish.
Okay, so now there's another one. This one is a very funny one. This is where some people say that flexibility, cohabitation allows for flexibility. Because unlike marriage, it doesn't have the legal binding, so it allows them the freedom to separate if it doesn't work out. Wow.
I like this one.
And this is somebody who is looking for a steady relationship. Somebody who is hoping to be married, but the person is citing flexibility, as in, if it doesn't work, I can leave.
We can leave.
As a reason why cohabitation is good.
It's okay. And the person is looking for a lasting marriage.
Because for me, this already says, I don't trust you. I am not committed to you. At the slightest provocation or slightest reason, I am going to leave you. So what are you really looking for?
Abi, there's something going on in the comment section.
What's going on?
Jay says love is blind. Omorenzo says as a sharp guy.
That's
Jay
what you're
says,
saying. Lord of the Rings?
Yes. So you just keep giving out. I'm sure that guy has, you know how I gather cufflinks? That guy probably has different rings. So he has rings, and then he's giving it away. But if he gives it to this one, it doesn't work, he move on. If this year doesn't work, batch B awaits for next year.
I see why you said there's something.
Yes, they said it's a league. Who reach final? Now him we go marry. But they say no, na Champions League. 48 matches needed before a champion emerges. So, but this is what we are saying. It makes a caricature of the institution of marriage. Because the institution is designed to safeguard couples. But we say we don't want the safeguards. We want to check whether we can be safe.
Before you now enter, it's quite interesting.
Do you understand?
Yeah.
No, so for me, the person that is looking for a lasting relationship, that wants to check within an environment that there are no boundaries, there are no guards. What are you looking for? Because marriage is legal.
Yeah.
And the legality of it enforces boundaries. But you want to test for something that has boundaries with something that doesning have boundaries.
And the legality of it requires that you do your due diligence before you get into it. You know, I'm thinking of another scenario here. You know how when you have an important job that you need to do, and you look for a contractor to do that job, okay? And then you say, I want to find out if this guy is capable of doing this job. So you do something called technical qualification. You have to find out, can they do the job? So you do all of those checks. And then when you are sure you've gotten enough evidence, enough reason, enough documentation, enough everything, right, to give you some degree of assurance that this person can do the job, then you can now go to the next level, you know, commercial evaluation, and then you get to the point where you now finally sign the contract. And some people still have further safeguards. So you will not say, oh, the guy was technically he qualified technically, qualified commercially, and so because of that you carry the entire sum of the contract and give to the guy at once. No. I mean, and this is why I say when it comes to other aspects of life, people use their brain. When it comes to relationships, they shut it down. Why? So you will now tell the person, okay, I will give you the payment in installments. In fact, some people will have you do some work before they give you. They won't even give you upfront payment before you do the work. They are expecting, if you're as good as you are, you should also have, as part of your goodness, you should also have some financial capacity to take on maybe 25% of this project. And when you're done, we will pay you. And then you do the next tranche and we pay you, and so on. So you don't carry all your value and just hand over to somebody that you don't have, you don't have all the assurance that this person will do what they need to do, even when they have passed some tests. So, but when it comes to relationships, you carry your entire self and say, I'm testing to see whether they can do the job. And you submit your whole self for somebody to be sleeping with you, using you as a way to do whatever. Do you understand? Why are you that cheap? Is it that you don't have any value, or you do not value who you are to the extent that you just allow people to use you like that and dump you? And the fact is, this cohabiting is not even a guarantee that the relationship will work. The relationship can still break. You can still chop breakfast inside cohabitation. But now you chop the breakfast with complexity. Because now you have to move out. And the moving out, you know how it will feel. The other breakup was you were in your house, they were in their house, and there was a breakup and it was still painful. How much more when somebody has to carry bag and leave the house? Imagine,
with the breakup.
Yes.
After both of you have paid house rent together.
Then you now start dragging who is returning money, who is finding house, who is the TV. Why should you do all of that?
Because you see, the legality of marriage actually it has a preservant inside it. Do you understand? It actually preserves the union. You know, it's just that the truth is, I I want to say something, but I don't want to go. I don't want to go down there because we may not have the time for me to really break it down.
Right.
But what I would say is, let's call a spade a spade. Maybe the question I should ask is, when people cohabit, what are they looking for? Because it may really not be a life partner or marriage. It may not be a lasting relationship because that cannot be what they are looking for. I don't think so. Because there's no other platform or indices or yardstick in which the way to check whether it will last is by using it. It's like saying I want to buy a brand new car. There's this model of Benz that just came out, but you now go to the Mercedes-Benz office and say, you guys should let me be driving it for like 3 months. Let me know whether I will like it,
whether it will work.
Whether it will work. Let me drive it, or let me use it and have accident. Let me jam it on the wall to see whether it will keep me safe.
Yeah, that's just another example of how we use our brains when it comes to other aspects. But when it comes to relationships, people just say, "Oh, I'm the heart wants what the heart wants," you know.
And now that's why the heart is always breaking, because what it wants changes with time. What happens when it changes? Anyway. Especially when it is not your own heart that is doing the changing. It's the other person's heart that has changed to want something else that doesn't want you.
Interesting. So the last one I'll bring here is this one of convenience. That living in the same place makes you spend more
quality
time together, which helps you to deepen the relationship and so on. What do you have to say to that?
I'm really thinking about this one. This one is tricky. Quality time. Quality time.
Yeah, I have something to say while you're thinking.
Please say.
What I have to say is that there's something about saying good nights and goodbye, see you tomorrow to the person that you love and you are in a relationship with and you want to get married to. There's something about that goodbye that makes you, it's like a motivation to say, okay, this person, this is how I feel when I leave this person. I really hate to leave this person. I really hate to have to be away from them, you know? And that is part of what motivates you to say, okay, if this guy is really all that, this guy is really so great, then why not get married? And it's the same thing with a guy who's like, oh my goodness, this girl, she does this, she's everything that I've been looking for, and so on and so forth. But if she has to say goodbye and good night to you, you know, every day, one day you'll be like, why do I have to go? Why can't we get married? And you have checked, you have done your due diligence, you've seen, yes, she's all that, I need her in my life. We work, our dreams are aligned, our beliefs and values are aligned, and so on. You know? So you just want to, it's like motivation to take you to ultimately to where you are going. So why do you now want to say, oh, I need to spend more time? You can still spend a lot of time together without living in the same house. And it's even possible for you to live in the same house and you're not spending the time together.
Yes, you can tell. It's possible.
So,
you know, I'm going to say something, and I'm just going to say it. I'm going to say it as it is. Somebody left a comment here that what are people looking for when they are doing cohabitation? Says sex companion. And for that one, I'm just going to say it. Say, listen to me. I'm not approving of anything, but if you're looking for a sex companion, some people have it as a job. Go and find them now. There are people that have it as a job. Go and find them. You are looking for a sex. Why do you have to use yourself or the other person, as I said, two young people that have bright futures now use themselves as sex companion?
Maybe anyway.
The thing is vexing me, because why would you use yourself and another person? Say the reason both of us are cohabiting, or the reason we are shack, is that we just need somebody to knack.
But you know, the interesting thing is that if you're looking at it in the context of somebody who, let me put it like this, somebody who wants to do what is right, right? You will say, okay, if I really have these desires and the enabling environment that has all the safeguards, both legally and otherwise, for it is marriage, then let me do what I need to do. Let me follow the process. Let me take the necessary steps to identify the person that should be my spouse, and then you go ahead and get married.
But the side where I'm seeing is the side where you have the assumption that these people want to do what is right. So that's where I am coming from. It feels like when we talk about cohabitation, nobody is thinking about doing what is right.
Okay.
So I'm saying, if what you want to do is what is left, then go all the way left. Don't stop midway. Do you understand? Don't stop midway.
And when you say left, you mean not the right way?
Not the right way. You want to go
see.
yaba right, yaba left. Do you understand? So you don't want to go the right way. Go left, and go left all the way. So you can't be saying for me, I don't even know who is using who now. I don't know whether it is the ladies that are using the guys, or it's the guys that are using the ladies, or both the guys and the ladies are just using themselves. But then after using yourself and cohabiting with yourself and sexually companioning yourself, you will now come out and say you want to look for who to marry. And then
you expect the new person to be okay.
To be a promising young man comes up and wants to marry you, and then down the line you come into my office and tell me that certain things are not working well. And then there's this new one that they want. My past is my past. Rubbish.
Your past is your past, but then when your current partner finds out about your past, it's a problem.
It's a problem. So your past is not. See, listen. In psychology, a human being is a whole experience. Excuse me. You are a sum total of your experiences. So whatever happened in your past, is still going to influence something in your future.
Yeah.
So except you deal with it in your present, it is going to have a repercussion tomorrow. So all those stories of, oh, my past is my past, rubbish. Take it from me, quote me, rubbish. Spell it.
Because by the time you start acting out, by the time you start manifesting some tendencies,
yes,
somebody
it would show up somewhere.
Why?
It would show up somewhere. You know? It would show up somewhere. That's the truth. That's the truth about life.
And then when you now tell the story, the person will now say, I didn't know this about you.
I didn't.
You kept this from me. You know, and then you say, but it's in my past.
It's in my past. Please, see, listen.
Yeah.
Your past. Let's leave this story. Your past is the present that you are making now. That's what it is going to be. That's what is your past tomorrow. Do you understand? Your past is the present you are creating. By tomorrow, this present you are creating
is your past.
So if in this present you are creating, what you are doing is shacking up, tomorrow is going to speak. It's going to interfere in the conversation of your tomorrow. It's going to show up. And so today, young people, and I'm talking to the people that are looking for lasting relationship. If you are looking for sexual companion, you know where they dey. For a keja, you know the place where they dey. I'm not talking. If that's what you are looking for, you know where it is. I'm not talking to you. But if what you are looking for is real relationship, then just do the right thing. Do the work. Apply your brain. Apply your head. Buy husband material workbook online. There's soft copy. So let's stop all these things as if we don't know, as if there's no right information. Nobody is talking about it. My friend, how long have you known me? I might not be talking about it. I should not be talking about it. In fact, if you are watching this show, we have been talking about it. Go and look at our YouTube channel. Plenty things we have been talking about. In fact, very soon, we should start charging for all the talk that we have been talking that people are not listening. So when they come to my office, that's why I charge them. Because I've been talking for free online. They are not hearing word. When they come to my office, I will charge them so that they will listen.
All right. Okay. So I think that's a final word for the show today.
Let me still do
One more giveaway.
Let me still do one more giveaway.
Okay.
My giveaway that I'm going to do. My giveaway is for people that will watch this show after the show has ended, because I need you to give me the comments in the comment section. What were the 3 things that we spoke about are the reasons for cohabitation? 3 things. If you can list those 3 things, the first
or the 3 reasons people give,
the 3 excuses people give
for cohabitation.
For cohabitation. If you can list that in the comment section, you get the list 3K. And I have so I'm giving that to the first okay, I've given Omorenza has gotten one, so okay, I'm giving that to the first 3 people. Okay. Now the last one person, that person, I'm giving 5K, because that person heard what I said. This person is the person that can tell me what were my responses to each of these 3 reasons. That person gets 5K.
That's SEO. It is well.
But
okay.
It has to be in the comment section at the end of the show.
Yes, at the end of the show. All right, everyone. Thank you so much for joining us today, and thank you for actively participating. We felt the energy in the comment section today. Thank you very much. And we're looking forward to you being part of the next show next week when we gather again.
Yeah.
Yes. So like we always say, remember, common sense
is not so common.
Bye.
Bye. Thank you for joining us. And all of you that joined from all the different places, we didn't even call your name, but we can see the places you are connecting from. Bye.
Thank you once again for joining us. We hope you got great value today. Our goal is to bring you valuable information to help you make better decisions in your life and relationships. Please do not forget to subscribe, share, and like.